Hello, Mrs. Alarcon and fellow Full Sailors. This is my Project 3 video for MIU 1301. What part of the assignment was easiest and why? Building the form was the easiest. It's pretty straightforward, creating the form fields and placing them in field-contained divs. What part of the assignment was the hardest? Validation and local storage. I actually worked on Project 3 before GTT. I had my form built already, and it was validating before I realized we weren't supposed to use document.ready. After GTT, I changed my validation to reflect the requirements, and my validation stopped working, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. I utilized my store data function for my previous CRUD, making it sure that it met the jQuery requirements, but I couldn't make that work either. What information did you utilize from previous courses? The JavaScript from VFW for storing data. And what information did you research to make the project? I researched jQuery validation since I was struggling, trying to figure out why mine wasn't working, even looking at it up against the code that was provided in the sample main.js file, watching the validation and the advanced validation videos multiple times. I still couldn't figure it out. Was there an aha moment this week? I struggled with this project for a long time. I did initially test it in my desktop browser so I could console.log for errors and check my local storage. My error messages weren't showing up there, but they did show up when I finally checked it in the simulator. My justifications, my default values were how much to spend. I put the minimum at $10 because the bulk of gifts to be tracked would be for small gifts. I defaulted to women because it's mostly women who shop and exchange gifts. My input prompts were recipient first and last name, so you know whose names to store, email and telephone, so you know the proper format for emails, and then gifts, so the user knows they're supposed to store the gifts they wish to purchase for the recipient.